Okay, so we all know that we have a very popular design on the job, and it's Superman. Everybody always asks for it, whether it's a girl or a boy. And we definitely have our Superman designs that we can enter in competitions or paint on our own faces. But when it comes to being on the job, we cringe at the thought of having to do it just because it takes so much time. So go ahead and grab your kit and get ready to paint alongside with me as I show you a fast and effective way to execute the symbol of Superman that pretty much resembles the logo. Hey guys, it's OG with Extremely Loud Faces. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to need today for the Batman symbol. Really fast, really easy design that you can use on the job. So we have 3 brushes. You have your medium-sized flat, your small flat, and then you have your liner. Like to go ahead and just use 3 colors. You're going to use your yellow, your red, and your black. You'll use the yellow to highlight, which is really exciting about this because when you're on the job, you don't want to keep trying to figure out where did I put my whites, or you want to minimize the amount of brushes most of the time. You're just trying to eliminate the line factor. So let's go ahead and get started. Load up with your medium-sized brush, your yellow. Remember, you're going for a creamy base consistency. And what we're going to use as indicators are where your eyebrows both begin. Okay, so we're going to start with the first line from this part of my eyebrow to this part of the eyebrow. You don't want to go all the way to the top. You want to try and go ahead and just go probably right about here. So here we go. One flat line, okay? Start here, end here. Make sure you get that opaque, complete finish. Sometimes it's hard with your whites and your yellows and you have to just keep re-stroking, and that's fine. When you're on the job, you can pretty much do that as quickly as you're comfortable with. Reload your brush and let's go ahead and make the diagonal points. One there, one there, okay? Now from here, go flat down and twist your brush for a point. So let's see that again. Flat, twist for a point, okay? It's going pretty fast right now, but if you continue to just practice these strokes when you're on the job, this Superman symbol is pretty much going to be a crowd pleaser. So let's go ahead and do this side. Flat, drag, twist. Okay, now just fill it in. You might have to load again so that you get that opaque finish. And that's fine. Remember, your brush is your tool. Use every aspect of it. When you're down at this point, I use the very flat part of it up and down like that to get that nice sharp finish. Okay, so there you go. You have your base. If it's a girl, spray on some glitter. Now let's go ahead and move on. We're going to grab the smaller flat brush, load that up with red. Let me rinse that out really quick for you. Load it up with some red. Okay. What we're going to go ahead and do is outline this entire shape. I'm going to go right on top of it, not above it, right on top, okay? Reload. You want to make sure you don't have too much water on your brush at this point. Otherwise, your entire design just gets destroyed. Don't forget, we want to make sure that we have distinct corners. Nice and flat, okay? Load up. Connect. Lay flat. and twist. Let's see that again. Lay flat and twist. Nice sharp point. Load up again. Do the other side. Right on top of the emblem I've already created, I'm going to lay flat, drag, and twist. There you go. And then using that very sharp part, flat part of your brush, make any adjustments you need to. All right? There you go. Now let's go ahead and work on the S symbol. Because it's an on-the-job painting, we're just going for effective and easy and fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on creating our S symbol with a little bit of interest. Not too worried about the fact that there's a distinct difference in the symbol versus what you're painting. Let me show you what I mean. The symbol itself has very chunky and chubby S portions. We're going to eliminate that today because what we want is fast and effective. So go ahead and make sure you don't have a dripping brush like I did. If you do, just wipe it off. Load up your red. Let's get started. We're going to create flat little rectangular shape there. And we are going to curve around, laying flat. Release pressure. Use only the edge of the brush right here. Lay flat again. Swirl around. And as you can see, we're almost done. Now I just need this shape here to connect here. Boom. All done. So now go ahead and reload if you need to make an opaque finish and just retrace the steps that you've done. If you have a good load the first time, you don't even have to retrace, okay? So you can stop your design right here. Maybe use a stencil and just have some stenciled effect on the outside and you're good to go. If you want to take it a step further because maybe you're at a birthday party, let's go ahead and do that. Let's add a cape. I'm going to go ahead and put this brush down and I'm going to grab some blue and a round brush. I'm going to load it up with some blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a point so I know where I start my cape and where I end my cape and where I connect my cape. So what I'd like to do is put my point right here. And I'll stop right here. So I'll connect point 1 to point 2 as I start flowing away from my Batman logo. Here we go. Nice, sharp. Okay. I'm going to load it up with some more blue. All right. What I'm hoping to go with is the illusion that the cape is flying behind me, which is why I don't have the asymmetrical points. Now, if you chose to go with an asymmetrical point on your cape and connect it here, maybe put a point here, and instead of having it so high up, go outward this way, you could create the illusion of Batman. So you can have fun with this as much as you want. Kids are going to absolutely love it. Now that my shape is done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my flat brush, the smaller one, and just start painting it in. Remember, you're already done with one of the symbols and designs, and now you just want to go a step further and maybe just had a little bit more time. So let's go ahead and embellish it with a cape. This design is so flexible. You can have so much creativity and fun with this. You can make it into a Batman design and a Superman all in one. You could leave the cape out. You could change the colors for a girl, pink and purple. So here it is all colored in, okay? What you want to go ahead and do is, instead of using white, because at this point you have the 3 colors, you got all Superman designs that all the kids want, go ahead and use your yellow to highlight. Always use a lighter color to highlight if you're out of white. So if you're working with dark greens, you want to highlight with a light green. If you're working with dark purples, highlight with a light purple. Since I have yellow as my base, I'll use that as the highlight form. And what I want to highlight are the parts of the logo that pop out. So for example, all the chunky parts is what I'm going to go ahead and highlight. All right, and then I'll throw a star in there. Or not. Okay, now stop here, throw some glitter on it, throw a stencil, you're good to go. Or go ahead and outline it, it's up to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube videos as I continue to share my face painting journey with you. I'll talk about things that I've learned, things that work for me on the job versus things that work for me for competitions. Talk to you soon.